We're now pulling into Istanbul. And there we see the two places we're going to visit. First the Blue Mosque, and then the great Hagia Sophia. I'm anxious to go again to the Hagia Sophia, once the largest church in Christendom for 1,000 years. We're now in the Marmara Sea, and we're coming into Istanbul. There's the Hagia Sophia. And there we're coming into Istanbul. And there's the Turkish flag. There's the tugboat that's assisting us up to the dock, and there's a car ferry. Look at that, full of cars going from one side to the other, shorter than going all the way around. There's bus number 1 and bus number 2, and we're already off. This is bus number 3. We're heading to the Blue Mosque. Here come the rest of the pilgrims off buses 1 and 2 with the Hagia Sophia right in the background, which we'll visit later today. School kids are here today on a field trip.
Namaste Paşka. Namaste.
Caminin iç kısmına geldik. Bakın bu bulunduğumuz.
This is the beautiful Hagia Sophia, which was for 1,000 years the largest church with the largest dome in Christianity, then turned into a mosque and now into a museum. It's still glorious, but it's sad also. We're on our way up the ramp to the gallery at the Hagia Sophia. Coming up the stone ramp. There's a whole nother level up here where the early Christians used to come up to sing and pray. 2-level church. I'll come and say it to you in a minute.
No, he's here.
No, Father, you are here.
Father, you're with us.
Just come here. I want to just share one thing with you too. Isn't he a good guide?
Yes.
Great. Okay. But I just want. Can you come back over here so you can hear me too? What I want to just say is, when you walk into this beautiful, what used to be the Church of Hagia Sophia, the patriarchal church of the whole Byzantine Empire, I want you to think about what it was like to come here in the 4th or 5th century. Imagine there's a sheep farmer and he's out 10 miles out on a sheep farm, and all he does is smell sheep, S-H-I-T, his whole life. He's never heard a musical instrument play. He's never heard a symphony. He's never heard beautiful music anywhere. Never seen anything other than the sheep farm. Somebody invites him to come to the Easter Vigil. He comes here and he walks in. Can you imagine what that man thinks and his family? He walks in and he hears, before he even gets here, the chanting, the beautiful chanting of all of the Gregorian choirs and the music that's going on here. He smells the incense that's wafting throughout the door from all the incense at the Easter Vigil. He's smelling things he's never could believe that smelled like that, and hearing things he's never heard before. And he walks in and it's full of thousands of people. Look, there's extra levels up there, and they're all chanting and singing and they're praising God. And he sees the patriarch come up in his gold robes, and he looks up. This at one time was all like in an Orthodox church, all painting of the saints. You could see Mary when you get up there. You could see her. They're uncovering some of it, and underneath there's all the saints and all the beautiful things. You'll see Jesus up there too as they uncover it more and more. But can you imagine? I want you, as you're walking through this church, to think about what it was like to step into this church back in the early Byzantine times during an Easter Vigil Mass. And can you understand why people wanted to flood into this church? Why they wanted to join the church right away? They couldn't wait to become baptized and to be part of that family, that church. So just think about that as you're going along, and kind of imagine yourself being a sheep farmer coming in here in the 4th or 5th century, and what you would think about it, walking in, seeing seraphim. Those are the seraphim above the throne of God. This is all the picture of heaven to them. So anyway, just a little thing to meditate on. Answered by the Blue Mosque. The call to prayer. We're exiting now. This is our group leaving. We've just seen the Blue Mosque and the Hagia Sophia. So sad to hear the call to prayer coming out of that. And here we are leaving now to go and see Saint Irene and then on to lunch. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. We're arriving at the Church of Hagia Irene, or Holy Peace. And this is where the Second Ecumenical Council of the Church took place in 381, dealing with the Arians and who the Holy Spirit was, and the Sabellians and all these heresies. It was the first council of Constantinople. We took everyone to one of our favorite restaurants here, the Hamdi restaurant, and we tell them not to make big portions, but small portions of many different types of Turkish food, so everybody gets a great example. This is what hits us when we first walk in. All these various types of baklava, many of them made with the pistachio nuts and honey. They're excellent. But we had everybody in, had a marvelous dinner with little Turkish pizzas and kibbes, salads, lamb meat, unbelievable food. Everybody, you can see a little bit of it here. Everybody enjoyed it a lot. And then we headed over to the spice market. By the way, I'll show you here some of the views that we see out the window of the restaurant as we're eating. And there's another one coming up as well. The Spice Market is a very bizarre and exotic place that we take everybody to. They had about 45 minutes to wander through here. Everything from all kinds of merchandise, everything from the beautiful smelling spices to these fishy smelling fish. They had gold and silver and candy and food and all kinds of cheeses and meat, and it was just a great place to go, and everybody really enjoyed it.
Okay, ready? Here we are at the Spice Market in Istanbul, Turkey. Everybody's having a fabulous time. You can buy anything here. Look around, it's amazing.
Oh, look who we find here in the Spice Market.
Yes, yes, yes. Very easy. Turkish delight. Just have to look sad, hold my hand out. I'm in a wheelchair. I get all I want. Booth to booth.
The same thing. Did you find enough
People
spices?
fishing off the pier. Look at all the fishermen.
Means in English, spice market or Egyptian market.
We're at the Golden Horn here in Istanbul, and we're heading now to
crossing over the
Esprit,
Golden Horn.
the Holy Spirit Cathedral.
Galata Bridge is this bridge we are crossing
There's
over.
our ship right over there.
Oh, there's our ship.
On your right.
See our ship, everyone? We flashed y'all.
Too much to put into one day, so I have to have a second video, so stay tuned for part 2. Pretty exciting stuff coming up.